Okay, do you agree with her take about finding a partner?
Okay.
It is, it's really hard for people to find partners nowadays.
It's next to impossible.
Everybody's looking for some advice. Here's some from us. For no reason.
For a reason.
Nobody asked.
Nobody asked.
My sons, if you have to convince a woman and pursue her, but I want to not use the word pursue. I want to use the word convince, right?
Yeah.
If you have to convince a sister, a woman, that you are a good option, that you're her best option, right? By jumping through hoops, by proving yourself, by buying her stuff, by telling her what she wants to hear, she's not the one for you.
Yeah, that's hard-hitting words. Yeah. Have you been in that situation? I've been in that. Hate to say it, but I've been in that situation.
Okay, but are men not generally, when they are pursuing someone or when they're pursuing a partner that they're interested in, don't they put in a little bit more effort?
It's different. It's different when you're pursuing somebody, and then once that pursuit is over, that you're still having to, on a daily basis or a weekly basis, still trying to convince them that you're the right person. Or if there's a fight, they're ready to go right away. So you got to start pursuing them right away again and convincing them.
Yeah,
I've been in that situation. And it's not a good thing to admit to be in that situation, but you can get caught up in that.
You can. You
because
definitely
you
can.
just become so kind of tunnel vision on that person.
Yeah,
and I mean, there's good things when in that person too. It's not a bad thing, but you could really kind of get too much, and you're just constantly trying to get some,
assurance
something
from
them that
hey,
listen, I'm the one. This could work. Those types of things. But
well, now that we live in a world where people are not too afraid to be alone, I feel like a lot of people don't mind if they can't find a partner. They don't find a partner, right? And so, because again, I could be wrong.
They don't mind being alone, or they don't have a choice because they haven't found anybody.
No, some people generally don't want to be with somebody. They're good being alone.
Some people, even if they want to be alone, they still want somebody to be with. They might not want to live with them, right? Or get married to them. I know a guy actually in the States who's, and he's probably in his early 40s. He has a partner. She's married and has kids. He never wants to get married, never wants to have kids. And he has a good job. And he does his thing, has his own place. He keeps it totally separate. And that's what he likes to do. That's his life, and he loves it. Part of me doesn't think that's crazy. Part of me, it's just an interesting take on it. It's different,
Let's see what she says to say.
That's what I tell my sons. Why do I say that? Because she clearly does not see you as her best option, right? She thinks you're just one of many, or maybe you're okay, but maybe another better one is coming, right?
You're on lay-by. Yeah.
Right, you're on lay-by, and if you stick around in lay-by long enough, she may give you a chance.
Yeah.
Now,
she gives you a chance, right? So you get that chance, make the most out of it. But the toll that it takes on your system, I feel, the toll that it takes on your system, even if you get that, okay, fine, yes, it's a go, you become so exhausted and almost become bitter in a sense afterwards because you feel disrespected.
Yeah.
And then that doesn't last anyways.
Yeah. The way that I changed my mindset around it at a certain point, because we all do it. As men, we all
go through breakups.
Yeah, we all pursue women that we might not want to pursue or pursue
it.
She has no interest, whatever, right? The way that I changed it and the way that I started thinking about it is, what does the woman have to offer? Right? I have everything. I have all the options. You can look in the back. Yeah. I offer everything. But what does she have to offer?
What if she has to offer lots of things?
Yeah, but what if you start putting her...
She's still dead.
What if you start putting her, because we idolize and we put them on a platform. Yeah. Right? We put them on this pedestal that...
In some levels, yes.
In some levels, right? And then we don't... it doesn't end up going well for you. So what if we change that, what does this person have to offer me as well? Because you can't just be the only option.
Like, you really have to respect yourself more than than getting disrespected.
Yes. Yep. And people that are going through relationships that are disrespectful, you might not be able to tell because you're so invested in that relationship. Or people around you, if they're telling you,
they'll know.
I made that mistake. Yeah. I made that mistake, bro. I was so heavily invested in the relationship
Yeah.
that I thought she was perfect, great, right?
Everybody
People
else-
around me, like my close friends who are around me,
wrong with you?
are
Yeah.
telling me, hey, you know, she's very disrespectful. She's like, how do you let her treat her this way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Which is crazy
Until-
because you could be like a very independent man
Yeah.
and have a good life, but then you're in this relationship that you really don't maybe see the signs.
Yeah.
And you almost become, again, tunnel vision to it.
Tunnel vision.
So you're just like, yeah, this is going fine.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you have some good friends in your circle.
Yeah.
And they're like, listen, you got to get out.
Because then when you think about it after, because when the relationship's done,
Yeah.
you think about all the things, you let it go.
Yes.
It's like, oh,
Think
this-
back to it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what was I doing?
Why would I?
And it's
let
not
that
every
happen?
small thing, you know?
No.
It's not like, come on, like not everything that they do is horrible.
Yeah.
But there's certain things where you're like, man, I totally, like that happened. I know that it happened, but I almost kind of just pushed it to the side.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal. Then it happened again after 2 weeks. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But then when you go back and you're like,
Yeah.
all these, you know, so anyways, interesting.
Okay, let's finish this off.
Now, if you finally convince her to marry you, what's going to happen in that relationship? What's going to be the power dynamic in that relationship?
Yep.
You've basically signed up for a life of her on a pedestal and you working overtime to please her. And sisters unfortunately hate it when I talk about this, right? Because this is the model we've been presented by society.
In like Indian couple, this isn't really, I don't know, is this a thing in Indian Punjabi people? The arranged ones, definitely not, because there's no platform. Everybody's cheating on everybody. They don't give a fucking rat's there. There's nothing. There's no platform.
Right now.
If it in Canada or the US or in the western side,
Yeah.
the west, right? Here, maybe Indian guys that are born and raised will put them up on a pedestal. But jede loki pind to honde or like from like India, there's no pedestal, man. They don't give a shit. Have you seen what's going on? We don't need to go into that, but there's no pedestal.
Okay.
He's out the door as soon as he goes to work, and they're both doing their own thing.
Yeah.
There's no pedestal. They come back just to like co-inhabit this house,
Yeah.
pay the bills together, have a kid together, but then they're enjoying their lives of, you know,
Yeah.
the intimacy with other people. It's
It's weird, right? So like I just recently I went to like an engagement and somebody in our circle, right? I know that just got arranged marriage. Okay,
Yeah.
It was an arranged marriage too, and it was like the person met the girl met the guy one time, and they said yes to each other, and then that was it. So they got married. Okay,
power to you.
you can tell because I know the girl.
Yeah.
So the girl used to be a very like fun, loving, like
Yeah.
she was always
Good
laughing
looking.
around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she was like that, but then once she got married, this guy is like very
Took over.
like he's very like he doesn't know how to like talk to people. He's very like closed off.
Okay.
He's very
So
serious.
she said yes to him.
Yeah, she says yes to him,
Yeah.
and now she's
Really?
she's completely like taken over his personality as well.
Oh,
She's become the same.
that's so weird.
It's so weird to
Isn't it
see
so
certain
weird?
people like
Oh, that's so weird.
yeah.
I don't even know what that is. It's like I don't
know,
I don't know what it is.
and I hate to say this because it's only been like a few months since the marriages happened, right?
She's just changed.
She's changed, and they look miserable, and they seem like I feel like
Yeah, well, he was probably miserable, and now she's like him. Now they're both miserable.
like in the excitement of wanting to get married.
But
She
what would
said
you
yes
say
to the first person
she-
she met.
Born here,
Raised here, I think. Yeah.
so like from like a very small.
I don't know her like I'm not like best friends with this person.
Well, maybe you should be.
No. I'm not best friends with this person. I just know her from a connection, right? And
People have a lack. Listen, when you have a lack of options,
so,
you are stressed because there's the culture stress, the
Yeah.
parent stress, sibling stress, whatever it is. You will make a decision, and sometimes, again, if you're not good being alone,
yeah.
especially women, less good being alone, no matter what they say. If a woman says, "No, I'm good on my own. I'll live the rest of my life on my own," that's very, very rare.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's those YouTube videos that you might see of one lady who's like, "I'm really happy and I'm 60. I'm always that guy." Like, that's like very rare.
Yeah.
We're talking about like the masses here.
Yeah.
So if she was scared, really had no options, because again, not easy finding somebody, and they set her up with some guy, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, like whatever, sure, like why not? Like what am I going back to here? Nothing.
No.
I've tried 3, 4, 5 years, nothing's working for me. Can't date anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. So I'm not going to go on Tinder or Bumble. So forget that
Yeah.
avenue.
Yeah.
Let's just roll the dice.
Yeah.
And really, at that point, what's the risk? Because the other side of that coin is being on your own, which is probably worse. No, at the hour thing is worse.
No,
But if you're a female, it could be worse.
Listen, everybody in their lifetime wants a partner.
Yeah, you want a
You
companion.
don't want to die alone, man. Like that's
No, that's a shitty way.
that's a shitty way to go, right? You don't want to die alone. You want to find a partner. So like the whole life pursuit of finding happiness is finding a partner. Wow.
Interesting.
We're gonna end it off there.
Holy, heavy.
Yeah. You guys let us know your guys' thoughts. Have you ever pursued a woman?
Well, not everybody's pursued a woman. Like, come on.
To an extent where you put her on a pedestal.
Yeah, or you have to convince her to be with you.
Yeah. Don't be an
This
option.
fucking video. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and